Welcome to the Planet Purl video tutorial for the 3-needle bind-off. Our supplies for today's lesson: 3 needles, yarn, and, optional, a cable needle. So here are 2 swatches of stockinette stitch, which we are going to bind off together in a 3-needle bind-off. You can see one stopped on the right side, one stopped on the wrong side, because we're going to bind these off with the right side together. So we're going to flip the needle around and lay it on top so that the right sides of the fabric are together. Then, using a 3rd needle, which you can use a straight needle of the same size or a cable needle or double pointed needle, which is my preference generally because it's short, doesn't require too much leverage. Go first, as if to knit, into the first stitch on the front needle, and then into the first stitch on the back needle. Wrap your working yarn, and then you're going to pull through both of those stitches. And we'll do it slowly, one needle at a time to show you it first. Then we're going to pull both of the old stitches off their respective needles. And then, just like a regular bind off, we're going to do the same thing for a 2nd stitch. Through the first, through the second, wrap, and pull through both stitches and slide the stitches off. Now, you could use the tip of one of the 2 needles in your left hand, but I find it easier to actually use a separate needle to pick up the stitch and drop it off. And just like a regular knitted bind off, we're going to pick up the first stitch, lift it over the second, and drop it off the top of the needle. Then we're going to knit through the front stitch and through the back stitch. We're going to knit them together and pull our needle through, dropping both of the stitches off. And again, we're going to take the first stitch on the needle and drop it over the top. I consider this cheating, but I do it anyway. Drop it over the top of the needle. So now just 1 stitch remains. So we're going to continue to do this, going through as if to knit, first on the front needle, then on the back needle, wrapping and pulling a stitch through and dropping both stitches off, and then binding off the first stitch over the 2nd stitch, working our way across both the needles. And then it will end up with 2 stitches left. We're going to drop the first stitch over the second, and then cut a 6 to 8 inch tail, and pull the tail through that last stitch, giving it a good snug pull. And as you'll see when we open this up, we have now seamed the 2 pieces together with a 3-needle bind off. It gives you a really strong seam. But you can't do it with 1 needle or 1 dog. So here's Paris to help. Good girl, Paris. Come visit us at planetpurl.com.